for us here. Shatter Skull Smashing. All right. So it doesn't actually kill Terror of the Peaks, but it makes it so we can't block. So not lethal. Cool. Wait, was it lethal? Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing a Genesis Marvel deck. So a Genesis Ultimatum deck with Aetherworks Marvel. And my opinion on this card is that I think it should be banned soon. But while it's still in the format, I wanted to go ahead and jump in and play it because, you know what, otherwise I don't ever get to play it. And I want to play this card. It's a pretty fun card. So 4 mana legendary artifact. Whenever a permanent you control is put into a graveyard, you get 1 energy. So having permanents like Tangle Florahedron in our land base, stuff like that is pretty nice to have as well. Anyway, and then also we get to pay 6 energy, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast a spell from among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. So we get to pick 1 out of the top 6 cards of our library. And getting to 6 energy really isn't that difficult with this deck. I am trying to go a little bit away from being like really heavy on energy, which may make it harder to do, but we still have our key pieces. Wood Weaver's Puzzle Knot is one of the main ones that helps us gain life, prolong the game a little bit, helps us get 3 energy. You can sack it to get 3 more energy. So if you have this out on the battlefield, you're guaranteed to get 1 trigger off with this basically, as long as you untap with it. So anyway, there's some good stuff that we can do with the Aetherworks Marvel, and just being able to cast lots of big things. And we want big things to cast. And what are some big spells to cast? Ulamog, Ugin, Genesis Ultimatum, and also our Turn Timber Symbiosis, Seagate Restoration, just to be able to do lots of cool things with these cards as well. So it's kind of nice having the modal lands in here. And that's actually one of the biggest things I ran into with this deck, is having enough of these cards that I feel like we're going to run into it if we look at the top 6 cards of our library, while also having enough early game that I didn't feel like we're going to be losing out on it. And also being focused on having permanents for Genesis Ultimatum. That's something that most Aetherworks Marvels decks that aren't focused on the teamer side of it. Like, there's other versions of this going out there, a little bit more control-y or whatever. And I just kind of liked trying to go this route with it to see if we can make it work and have some fun as we're doing it. So we have the Terror of Peaks to have the chance with Genesis Ultimatum. So like a thing I can do, the nice thing is about this is that you can cast it at instant speed. So an instant speed Genesis Ultimatum sounds really, really cool. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, put any number of permanents from them onto the battlefield. And we have the chance of hitting Ulamogs, Ugins, Terror of the Peaks. Can you imagine Terror of the Peaks with an Ulamog coming down, destroying 2 creatures, or exiling 2 permanents of theirs, and then also hitting for 10 at the same time, and as well as maybe having like Uro into the battlefield and just killing them straight out. Like, there's just so many fun things we can do with it, and that's why this deck is up to 64 cards right now. I try to fit in enough lands to do what we're trying to do, as well as have the chance to have enough fun, have a good early gameplay. And I initially had this all the way up to like 80 cards, but I was like, you know what? We need to have the consistency of trying to find Aetherworks Marvel. We have some card draw to try to help us do that. We also just can get up to big things, kind of. We have some decent amount of ramp. That's another reason why I'm trying to go a little bit more with what we have, so we can dig out our mana base, our lands, so that we can make sure that we can keep hitting them. Then we have 6 ramp spells here, ramp creatures, Uro for another 10, go up to 10, and yeah, that's basically it. So this is the deck. We're gonna try it out, see how it does for us. Wish me luck, and here we go. All right, up against Null Phoenix, and we have Servant. We get to Aetherworks Marvel pretty quickly. We don't have a ton of energy here, and we don't really want these in hand. I'm going to keep it because we have Aetherworks Marvel. All right, and in 2 with Aether there. Sweet. All right, we can grab our red source. So initially I had Bone Crusher Giant in this deck as well, and like Brazen Borrower, stuff like that to include. That's why it was hard to get it down to so few cards here. Okay, Servant of the Conduit, not showing the blue mana just yet. Up to 4. But that also means that there's less energy to be playing, less consistency with that. Idyllic Tutor. Solemnity, interesting. Do I go for the Uro here or Aetherworks Marvel? I don't have the chance to actually get it. Well, actually, Aetherworks Marvel with Uro kind of is fun, because you get to have some energy comes back right away, but we also have to spend energy here to play it. Yeah, let's just go with the Uro here. Getting close to that Genesis Ultimatum's nice as well. Play that tapped. Swing in. All right, so this is, I'm trying to think of what all the combos are with Solemnity. So this means that we don't have energy anymore, right? Yeah, Yeah, players can't get counters, so our energy is off the table. So Aetherworks Marvel no longer a thing that we can do unless we already had energy. So we just play out Rogue Refiner. It still draws us cards, still is a 3-2. Swing in, pass the turn, hold up Disruption. Grim Tutor, okay. I think an untapped red source or blue source gets us Genesis Ultimatum here. So yeah, let's just do that. That seems pretty good. A2 life. I can't remember how much we're going to have there with this, so why not? Okay. Bring down to 10. We'll just attune with Aether now. Grab an island. Can't get the energy. That's fine. They're still down to 10, and we still have enough to play Ulamog next turn, which destroys Solemnity, which means that everything else will be just fine. So, yeah. Or do we go for the Ugin now? Ugin lets us play the Puzzle Weaver's, Wood Weaver's Puzzle, not as well. Let's go Ulamog. Get them off the red mana. So, Solemnity and Temple of Triumph. Now you're down to 3 lands. We are dealing lethal to you on the next turn. You have to have an answer for Ulamog. Alright, Playcrafter will do it. Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot. Aetherworks Marvel. Let's go ahead and play out Uro as well. There you go. Not a bad turn. Terror of the Peaks and Uro could have also been pretty fun there too. We will put a land out in the battlefield. Why ever not? Pass the turn. Could also play this out as a land, but it might be nice in the future. Alright, it goes with Playcrafter. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fire this off now. If that's all that they've got, then let's go ahead and grab a... Yeah, we'll go Ulamog. We'll destroy your plains, your swamp, and your life. Oh, this card is so dirty. It is so good. I was actually worried that this deck wouldn't ramp up to 10 mana fast enough, but that felt great. I'm actually really impressed with this, so sweet. All right, up against I Am Beowulf. And lots of energy, lots of digging lands out of the deck, which is nice. And we can ramp up into Ulamog. Sweet. Alright, let's see how this goes. Mountain. Soulscar Mage. Uh-oh. Ramp is going to be an issue. Well, we just found our Uro, so that's actually a bit better. Let's go for... I think we want another green source. Play multiple things. Another Soulscar Mage. Alright. As soon as we can get to an Ugin is kind of our hope here. Okay, serve another Conduit. We're at least going to get up to 6 energy so that we find an Aetherworks Marvel, we have a chance to get an Uro or an Ulamog or something and just destroy all their lands. Thoughtseize. What do they take here? Probably Uro? I would take the Uro. Yeah. Bummer. Definitely not a good thing right there. Swings in for 4. Yeah, no blocks. Down to 15. They also have destruction in this deck as well. That is a lot of lands in our deck. Play out Sulphur Falls. No attacks. We can at least trade off with the Scrap Heap Scrounger. We do need to start chump blocking pretty soon. This also will fill our graveyard a little bit too. So like Ulamog goes to the graveyard, that's fine. Unless they have some way of bringing it back. That means Feeble Passage gives us a chance to play Uro, actually. So yeah, please swing in. Alright, swings with everything. Right under Bowmat. Block scrap heap. Down to 10. Wait, Aetherworks Marvel, though. What do we do then? Probably just go for the Ugin. All right, Genesis Ultimatum. All right, that makes it easy. Fabled Passage. Put the last need card into the graveyard. Oh, God. I'm glad that we had one more forest in there. All right, so one more forest. Bring back Uro. Gain some life back. And see if we can start coming back here a little bit. Uro is pretty good against what they're doing. Even if they do have like shocks or something to bring this down a smidge, it's not going to be enough, hopefully. Man, that is a lot of lands. Do I show them that we have other stuff in the deck, or let's see here. We always need more islands for the Genesis Ultimatum, right? So here we go. Hopefully we can get there. So we'll have 6, 7 if we swing in with Uro as well. So we could actually play the Genesis Ultimatum here. All right, yeah, we definitely block. Yeah, if they discard, that's cool. 4 Soulscar Mage. Fabled Passage. They can now bring back Scrap Heap Scrounger. All right, so we need to play Mountain out. And Breeding Pool, actually, as well. Because we need 2 red. So, yeah, so swing in with Uro. Letting us play Genesis Ultimatum here. Draw a card. Breeding Pool. We kind of wanted the Ulamog available to do other stuff with here. But this is fine. Genesis Ultimatum. Please be good cards. All right. How many lands here? 2 lands. Not enough for the Uro. So enters tapped. Turn Timber Symbiosis, also pretty sweet. Another chance to actually find an Ulamog here if we want to. How many lands do we have? So we actually get 10, so we have Ulamog for the next turn. Yes! Which is just lethal to them as long as they don't kill Terror of the Peaks. And yeah, this should just be game. I'm just going to crack this now. All right, 1 card left in hand. What could it be? If they kill Terror of the Peaks, then they have a chance to at least survive for another turn or 2, and they could get through with enough damage to kill us. Otherwise, Ulamog just ends it. If we find an Ugin, that might be even better for us here. Shatter Skull Smashing. All right. So it doesn't actually kill Terror of the Peaks, but it makes it so we can't block. How much damage do they have here? 2, 4, 6, 8. So not lethal. Cool. Wait, was it lethal? Did they concede before that we let it be lethal? I did my math wrong there. I'm so glad that I messed up because I let it all through. They just conceded beforehand. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. We were at 14, right? Okay. It was because I conceded at the same time. It actually brings the life totals down a little bit because I was at 14, and 11 does not deal enough damage to me, right? Right? Okay, just making sure that. Oh, that was really weird. Okay. Anyway, on to the next one. All right, up against Mindardif, and we have all of our colors. We have really good early game plays. We have some energy, and hopefully we can dig into an Aetherworks Marvel soon. We need to get up to 4 mana, so potentially we can get there pretty quick. Keep this. Whirler Virtuoso is one of the cards that isn't seen too often in this kind of deck. I'm kind of excited to try it out here. So let's go and get this down tapped. Pass the turn. Very unlikely that we play this from our hand, so might as well just get it out there. It's much better if it's in the deck for Aetherworks to actually hit it. And now we get down our Servant of the Conduit, get some energy flowing. Down to 2, or 2 energy, excuse me. And there's an Ugin. Let's go ahead and just run out the Uro here. Gonna try to ramp up. We can probably potentially get to Ugin. Get some counter spells out of the deck as well. Revitalize. Main phase. Alright, we just have to make sure that we can actually resolve what's its bucket? Aetherworks Marvel. Okay, Rogue Refiner. Draw a card. Another Rogue Refiner. Let's go Breeding Pool tapped. Swing in. Pass the turn. Wrath of God. Alright. That's fine. I mean, it's not the best, but it's fine. Whirler Virtuoso gives us a little bit more of a threat. I guess right now we're still trying to just draw cards. Hit our land drops. There's the Aetherworks Marvel, and we have the 6 energy, so we need to try to find a time that they're not holding up mana. Or counterspell now. Alright.
I won't hide from the hurry.
We also have the counterspell with Disruption here. So play out the land. Let's go ahead and attack in with Rogue Refiner first. Actually, I guess I should have waited to see if we wanted to like play Ulamog there, but I'm planning on doing this at instant speed. So Aetherworks Marvel. Let's see if they have a negate. Oh, I can't counter that. Oh, all right. Bummer.
We need to move quickly.
Yeah, that was brutal. Dovin's Veto, the one card that we couldn't really stop there. Narset. Only has to pay 1, right? They have the ability to pay 1. Yeah, all right. Narset comes out. We have 2 turns potentially to get up to this Ugin. -2 hits the Rogue Refiner. Now we can't pressure the Teferi anymore. Basically, resolve the Ugin or we're dead. Okay, Whirler Virtuoso. And pass the turn. So we can create 3 Thopters here as well, if we need to. I guess the Disruption also could be our 8th land. Maybe I should have played that out this turn instead. Just Sky Control. Seems like a really good, powerful deck right now. It's a little bit more going for him. Let's go ahead and activate this. How much damage do I need to do? 3 here. If we find an Aetherworks Marvel off the top, I want to still be able to play that. So, yes, we just go for 1, try to kill the Narset here. Yeah. Yeah. Should have created more. All right, play out Disruption. I'll attack at Narset. And we're 1 away from actually getting the Uro back out too. Pass the turn. Maybe I should have played out the Disruption just to be able to get this out as well. Castle Vantress. 1 top, 1 bottom. Emisizzle. We're leaving 2 mana up, 4 mana up. We're going to try for the Ugin. If the Ugin resolves, great. If not, we're probably dead. If I have an Aetherworks Marvel, I'd probably still just play the Ugin here. Creating 2 tokens, they can just draw cards anyway. Let's just go for this. Alright, Ugin. Does it resolve? If not, we're going to concede. Sounds good. And we'll move on to the next one. Alright, up against Vasquez. And I like this hand. We will keep it. We have some energy. We have some Aetherworks Marveling we could do. Life's good. I'm not sure if I've even seen like a puzzle knot really yet though. That would be nice to find. All right, let's go. Florahedron. Nailed it. First try. Shocks it in. Goes for Explore. We want to resolve the Aetherworks Marvel, so I'm going to try to get it out as quick as possible. Even though I'm not sure it's better than going for like Rogue Refiner here. We're just going to do that. Hold on to Fabled Passage so we can play it out with Aetherworks Marvel as well, and opponent just scoops it up. Sweet. I am playing in free play to test this deck out right now, and maybe I need to be moving into ranked with that card because it's a busted card. I just find that I run into more interesting decks in here, but people are also more likely to concede. So let's go to ranked now. All right. Well, we do have 2 mana and Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot and a chance to get up to Rogue Refiner. This is risky, but if we hit a 3rd land within like 3 turns, then this deck has a good chance of being busted. If we don't do that, however, we're pretty screwed, and that's bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. I can actually play out the Servant of the Conduit, though, and then get the Rogue Refiners out to hit us some lands. Please and thank you. All right, we're up against a mirror match. Bring it on, mirror match. All right, so we can play out Aetherworks Marvel. If we hit another untapped land, we can get the with Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot. We can actually use Aetherworks Marvel. So let's go ahead and try this out. Down to 15. Tune with Aether. All right, they're up to lots and lots of energy. Ooh. All right, so we go up to 4 energy here. I think that we go for the Rogue Refiner. Just use the Puzzle Knot when it actually guarantees us that we can get there. You know, I want to play a land here, so go ahead and pay with this. Tune with Aether. Grab another green source. This turns on our Uro here. Gets us closer to Genesis Ultimatum. Servant with the Conduit. All right, they don't have the Aetherworks Marvel yet. Life's good. They could have counter spells, though. Actually, no. Yeah. We still do cast these, right? Yeah, so we still do cast them. Let's go with Rogue Refiner. Draw a card. Or what's better? Do it now or do we wait? Well, Fabled Passage. Let's go ahead and thin our deck of lands so we have better hits. Could play Uro as well here. So go ahead and grab the other red source. Uro brings us down to 6 and we go back up to 7 once it goes to the graveyard. It also just lets us draw more stuff, do more things. So let's go ahead and play Uro. We're just playing lots of things. That's what we're trying to do here today. Do we go for it now? Or do we wait? I guess if it's an Ulamog, I'd rather wait to see if they have their own Aetherworks Marvel or something. Although, actually, you know what? We do it now, because if we can destroy lands, that's way better. Alright, so Ugin. Alright, kill the Servant of the Conduit. If they have their own Ugin, then what? Rogue Refiner. Alright, sweet. We are in great shape now. Great shape. They play out Island. We have Genesis Ultimatum online now as well. All right, so I can go for Puzzle Wheel, the Puzzle Knot instead. But we came to play Genesis Ultimatums and other fun stuff. All right, that does also give us enough energy. And that would let us cast another thing from the top of our deck. Dude, I love this deck. It's just so fun. We're doing such busted things over and over again. And the games are ending quick, so we're going to keep playing more. That was already 5 games, and we have lost 1 so far, so it's good. It is feeling good. Up against Dragonfire Kai, and Not a turn 1 in tune with Aether, but everything else looks pretty sweet with this, so we're going to keep it. Triome. Fast turn. Triome. Alright, Aether Hub. Up against an energy deck. Thoughtseize. Probably has to take the Marvel, right? Rogue Refiner is also a pretty big blow to us. But you still just don't want us to have the chance of having something good with the Marvel. Alright, takes Rogue Refiner. Let's grab another green source or blue source. We need more green in the deck. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab green. Play out for falls. I mean, they know everything on our deck, our hand anyway, so. Uses their only colored mana that they have right away. So only green now. Explores. Okay. They may fix their mana problem right away. Tune with Aether. Alright, it's time to go down tap. Pass the turn. We've got a whole lot of crap in our hand. Rogue Refiner of their own. And they are up to 6 energy. We may be got by a mirror match here. Yeah, we just play out the Aetherworks Marvel. We could play like the Florahedron, but I'm not sure that it does much here. I'd rather have a chance of, if things end up dying, getting some energy. Alright, there's their Aetherworks Marvel. So we have to hope that they just get duds for like the first 3 times here. Or this is a Nugan. They got squat. Oh, take that, fool. Another Aetherworks Marvel. So I could play that, and I think we get 2 energy out of doing so. I think it's better just to play this out for now as a jump blocker or potential ramp into Genesis Ultimatum if we hit untapped land. So I think we need blue source. Yes, we need a blue source. Fatal push. Now we're a little bit further away. We have a lot of things that give us 3 energy. By a lot, I mean 6. But we've not seen any of those 6 things. So now would be a good time for that. That also does stuff. It could draw us into something. Gives us more energy. That's not it. They're at 4 energy. We have still not used our Aetherworks Marvel. If we had hit an Ugin there, we'd be in really good shape. Really good shape. Alright, if they lose a creature, something died, they get up to 6. We let this die, we immediately go to 6, though. I could kill this before anything actually happens. You could also have Counterspell. Goes up to 5. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are going to activate it here. Ugin. Let's see here. So X3. Yeah, I might as well. Do we play out the other Aetherworks Marvel just to get 2 energy? Probably not. Because a lot of decks know that this is a main threat, so they're going to have some sort of artifact removal. Also, Ulamog removes it as well. 4 cards in hand, they have to have some way to get energy out. That's a way to get energy out. Alright. Do you whiff again? Are the last 3 cards Ulamog, Ugin? And you just didn't have quite enough to play it. Please? Nissa. Alright, that's not great. But it doesn't kill us.
The land fights for us.
Definitely not great. We need a blocker. Real bad.
You disturb
All right, how many lands do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 3 blue sources, 2 red. Let's still grab a blue source. All right, I need to actually use Ugin now. So tick up, just so that we get something out of this Ugin. Kill the island, they get another energy. Genesis Ultimatum. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I don't know if we can pay 2 energy here. We get to draw 2 cards, potentially play more lands and have like a puzzle knot. I don't think we quite do it here. All right, so we'll keep this one. Why not? We get a few triggers. That is 6 points of damage. Yeah, we send it at face. Hopefully don't have a way to gain life here. 6 and 6. Yes! Oh, man, I love this deck so much. Oh, man. I mean, Aetherworks Marvel is awesome, but Genesis Ultimatum is still just so fun. Oh, I love that so much. All right, up against Artemis, and we'll keep. We can find a blue source right away, get our Uro online. Laughs good. Pay 2 here. Do not forget that. I've messed that up so many times. Don't you think that you haven't done it too? I know better. Lanny War. Florahedron. There is something to be said about having Llanowar Elves here in this deck as well, just to be able to ramp up to an Uro on turn 2. There's so many things for that to be good. Oh man, I'd really like a green source. Oh, I guess we have the Attune with Aether with Florahedron. Draw. Play a blue source. I'm not going to chump block Llanowar. I'd rather keep trying to ramp up to this Genesis Ultimatum. So we need our 3rd blue source. Right now, we technically have all of our colors. We just need to get out Island and 1 more mountain. So 2 turns, we get the Genesis Ultimatum. Collect the company. Are we dead by then? That's a very fair question here. Ooh, yeah, that's a possibility. Looking like it. Oy. We don't need this Triumph, right? We have all of our colors. Let's go ahead and cycle. Servant of the Conduit is a blocker. You know what I like about blockers? They block stuff. It's the best. Love it. All right, so we're all in on this Genesis Ultimatum being amazing, and not dying right here. Elite comes out. Do they swing with everything? All right, they're tapping Llanowar Elves. That's actually good. That means that we can chump block 1 thing and likely still survive. Unless they have Crater Hoof here. Then we're just dead. Okay, that's not a Crater Hoof. That's not a Crater Hoof. But they can also give anything trample. They only have 2 targets, 2 things to attack with. They give it +2. All right, so they are doing 16 points of damage. We have to block with everything. We can only block here, so we have to put both in front of it. That lets us bring Uro back. We were 1 turn away. Oh, man. I'm not sure if we could actually win this. Ronus is the last card killed us there. We're dead if we just do this, right? All right, we still have a chance to Aetherworks Marvel. So block with both. Go to 1. Aetherworks Marvel. Yeah, that wasn't it. All right, that's fine. Oh man, 1 turn away, and if we found an Ugin there, oh, that would be amazing. So still in it until the end, and then it ended, and we cry. Up against Nemesis, and This is a sweet hand. This is a very energy heavy hand. Not so much ramp or land heavy hand though. Hopefully it's fine as long as Servant pulls through for us here. Keep 7. Hope of Gerper. I haven't seen that card in a while. What does it do again? All right, so 1, sacrifice Hope of Gerper until your next turn. Target player who's dealt combat damage by it this turn can't cast non-creature spells. All right. So I think that they have to do it on the turn they're doing it. I'm trying to remember how this works. Because it doesn't say target player who's dealt combat damage by it this turn. Oh, it does say this turn. I'm just kidding. It says it right there. I was just missing it because it was down on another level. And, you know, and I wasn't on that level. All right, let's go with... yeah, let's go Rogue Refiner. Digging for stuff. You know what's great? Stuff. Diligent Excavator. All right, so this is a combo deck. Bant combo. Does it have red as well for the 2-mana enchantment? I can't remember the name of it now. Emery's in there. Kethis. All right, yeah, so this is the Kethis version. Chromatic Sphere. Oh, man. All right. Well, let's go with Ye Old Virtuoso. Still a ways off of doing too much here. And if they actually just combo off here, we're kind of screwed. Pass the turn. Really need to find an Ugin. We need to remember that Hope of Gerper can stop us from casting certain spells with the Aetherworks Marvel. Jace. All right, so they're milling themselves out here. So I'm thinking that they probably have like 1 or 2 more turns available. Okay, they mill 2 cards. All right, so here's a tough question. If I land at Aetherworks Marvel, I can still do some stuff. I could also just tick up here for 2 Thopters, start putting pressure on Jace. If I have another Virtuoso, Puzzle Knot, Weaver, whatever, I can create more and more tokens and just keep putting pressure on Jace. That might be the better play here. It's probably more consistent. I'm going to create 1 token here because we can still play Aetherworks Marvel and get up to 6 energy with this. So, yeah, hopefully that's enough. Pass the turn. All right, so we go heavy on the Virtuoso plan. In fact, I think we swing everything here at Jace. All right, just chumps like crazy. They lose some creatures. As long as they have the Diligent Excavator, though, they can still kind of fire off their game plan. And that's fine, I suppose. All right, so 2 with Aether. Grab Blue Source. Play it out. Puzzle Knot. Puzzle Knot. All right, we can make 4 tokens. Hopefully that's enough to deal with Jace. And hopefully they can't combo off here. Mills himself. Okay. And they play out a Kethis, which I think is all that they need to combo off for the game. So, yeah, Kethis comes out and then lets him go off with Mox Ambers. So, yeah, this is how it works. So they exile 2 things, Mox Ambers come out, and they keep cycling through the Mox Ambers as long as they mill themselves out before the game ends and they have Jace on the board, game's over. So 24 cards left. They shock this in. I'm trying to think how many Mox Ambers should they have. As long as they have historic stuff in the graveyard, yeah, they have plenty. Even with just 2 Mox Ambers, we're dead. So, yeah, I'll let it play out for a little bit here, but they just start playing out Mox Ambers. They can also be playing out some of like these other things as well. But yeah, all the things are bad, and we're done here. we basically had to hope they didn't have a Kethis. And yeah, that's how it goes. All right, up against Ikushi. And yep, keep this. This is a great hand. This is the kind of stuff we're looking for. This is mostly Thoughtseize proof as well. Now even more so. All we need to do is find that 4th land. Give it to me now. You can do it. Sage of Claim. That's the 4th land. So we go Puzzle Knot here. That's the turn. So here's the question. Well, this gives 3 energy. Forgot about that. I think it's actually better to just go ahead and sacrifice the Puzzle Knot just to guarantee that we get Aetherworks Marvel right away, right? Instant speed. So yeah, just pass the turn. I believe that's the better play. They also might have it here. Okay, down to 19. Are they stuck on 3 lands? Do they have it here? Aetherworks Marvel. Okay, not an Aetherworks Marvel. That is great. That's fantastic. All right. We're up to 6 energy. We pay 3 life here. Here's the right version. Please no counterspell. Yes! We're going to activate it now to try to hit the Ulamog. Yeah, Ugin. Ugin's not as good as Ulamog here. Ulamog lets us destroy some lands. Yeah, so we can destroy the lands. They're down to 2 lands. They won't be able to play Aetherworks Marvel for a while. Life is great, basically. And yeah, dude, when this deck goes off, it's so busted. So busted. And honestly, it needs to be banned. But it's cool. It is cool. All right, up against Buffalo Bill Cody, and I think I'm always going to keep a hand that has Puzzle Weaver's Knot and Aetherworks Marvel and a way to play some stuff. If we get to this Uro, so we're looking for that 3rd land, I feel like I'm always saying that. Please, please, deck. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. Just don't be an extra Sulfur Falls. Okay, play it out. Fast turn. All right, playing Goblins. Uh-oh. The Gobos are here. So Ugin is the thing we're looking for. Opponent clearly has no other plays, but they're going to be taking their time here. You know, some people just do dumb things. Sometimes. Oh, so we can go for the Puzzle Weaver's Knot, or I can play this out, guarantee the Uro. Or play it out and have a chance at the Uro. I think I'd rather get this out as a land here. It feels a little bit funky, but I just want to make sure that we can actually ramp up to our stuff. Like, hitting 4th land is so important to our deck. And so we're just still being risky if we're not looking for card draw, if we're not looking for other stuff. This gives us 3 chances, basically, to try to find the land for Aetherworks Marvel. Lots of cards that we want in our deck are now in our hand. All right, there's the 4th land. Life is great. Submit 1. Enters tapped. All right, and we're in the game. They have not had crazy plays here, so no like turn 3, turn 4 Muxus. That's good. Goblin Chieftain. Lots of damage, though. Down to 18. All right, we are going to play out... Let's see here. I think it's the Puzzle Knot that comes out here. So we can immediately have the Aetherworks Marvel available to play on the turn after this. Get 3 energy, gain 3 life, get to do it again. Kranko is definitely the worst thing here for us. Especially because we only have 1 more Ugin, I think, in the entire deck to hit. And Ugin's better than Ulamog at this point. Ah, you got it. Of course you got it. Ridiculous. If we draw our 3rd Ugin here, I'm going to be so angry. So angry. Down to 14. Ah, it's all the marvels. I mean, that's good. All right, Genesis Ultimatum to dig a little bit deeper for the Ugin. That's an ultimatum. Alrighty. All right, well, it's not everything we hoped for, but it's pretty good. So this is only when you cast the spell with Ulamog. But it's big. I don't think that actually beats this, though. We get 6 more energy. Sorry, 4 more energy. Yeah, play this out so we can just play Ugin on the next turn. So survive this turn. That's all that matters, is surviving this turn. I'm not sure if we can do it. With Castle Embereth and Krenko out, I think we're done for. We dug 11 cards deep to try to dig for an Ugin. And for the last one. And that's just not deep enough, apparently. Yeah, unfortunately, you have to cast this to make it work. So we could have hit the Chieftain, could have hit Krenko, and would have had a shot. But because we didn't cast it with the Aetherworks Marvel, we didn't get the full combo. Yeah, and so this is game over. Oh, man. And there's our Ugin sitting in hand, just like, oh, we wish we could come out to play. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, so there you guys have it with Genesis Marvel, and dude, I love this deck. I really think that 64 is like the new 60. Like, I just feel like every time I play a 64 card deck, things flow really well. I'm not having as much issues. Yeah, we didn't fire an Ugin there. We also were able to put in 3 copies instead of 2 because of those 4 extra cards. You know, like, it just feels more natural. You're able to have more things in here. So honestly, I may just start doing like 64 cards more often. Not all the time. I understand the reasons not to, but I like it. And yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. I thought it was super fun. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I know a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. Only like 30% of my viewers are subscribed. So if you're one of the 70% that, you know, has been watching for forever, just doesn't watch with an account or whatever, just, you know, click the red button down below. If it's not red, don't click the subscribe button. And that's I really appreciate it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys next time. Bye.